Alrighty, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. My name is Nate. I also go by Hockey Boy Nate, and today will be the last day of my stupid content. I was about to curse there, but realized we're family friendly. Um, Today will be the last day of my crappy weather content from my laptop. Starting on Sunday morning is when we will start to get our normal videos going about. And then Sunday afternoon, turn on notifications, everyone, because we are going to storm chase. I can confirm that your boy will be going out and he will storm chase on Sunday. So, if you guys want to see me storm chase, not Matt, not anybody else that comes onto the channel and shows their content, me. If you want to see me storm chase, please subscribe, turn on notifications, hit the like button, and share this with friends and family because we are going to try and storm chase. But anyways, we are going to be talking about the threat for a severe weather outbreak. As a matter of fact, it's practically going to be another severe weather outbreak that's going to happen within the Ohio River Valley all the way into the mid-Atlantic, maybe the coastal Carolinas, but we'll have to see. Definitely the Carolinas, definitely the mid-Atlantic, definitely in areas of the Ohio River Valley, and maybe the northern parts of Dixie Alley. Oh my god, why is my phone going off? Either. Alright, well, let's take a look at what's going to happen today from the Storm Prediction Center. An enhanced risk has been issued across much of southern parts of Arkansas, all the way into northern parts of Mississippi. I actually said that the enhanced risk could be extended further south, and it looked like it actually did. And then you also have your parts in northern Alabama, all the way into central Tennessee, into western Tennessee. So places like Jonesboro, places like Little Rock, places like Memphis, Nashville, Clarksville, Murfreesboro, you guys could easily expect some enhanced risk conditions, an enhanced risk of severe weather from this event. So, just for people who don't know, this is like a 3 out of 5 on the severe weather scale. So, you guys are experiencing some medium conditions. You could easily experience some medium severe weather risk. And then your slight risk goes all the way up into Illinois, central parts of Illinois, all the way down into places like St. Louis, down into the Texarkana region, moving on through into the Shreveport, Monroe areas, all the way up into Tupelo, north towards Huntsville and Alabama, all the way up into the Appalachians in places like Georgia and Tennessee, as well as moving to places like Lexington, Louisville. So if you live over in those areas, you guys are going to get a slight risk for conditions, and then a marginal extends all the way from the coastal Carolinas down into places like Birmingham, down into Jackson, just north of Alexandria, I believe. Not Alexandria is in the risk, all the way to Dallas, Fort Worth, through Oklahoma into places like Springfield, and then further north, just to the south of Chicago. So let's get into the risks here. Your hail has actually been upgraded, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yesterday was a 15% across the board. Now it is a 30% chance, which is localized around Arkansas, northwestern parts of Mississippi, and southwestern parts of Tennessee. You also have your hatch risk there, which I'll get into what that means in a bit, but whether you're in a 5%, a 15%, or a 30%, you guys have that percentage, that chance of you getting 1-inch size hail or larger within a 25-mile radius. Then we have your hatch risk. I mentioned before that I'd get to it. Well, here we are. Your hatch risk is a 10% chance or greater probability of you seeing 2-inch size hail or larger within a 25-mile radius. And 2-inch size hail is large. Don't get me wrong, guys. All right, that will do damage. That will do damage to anything that is sitting outside. Pets, people, cars, whatever. it will do damage. So I highly recommend that if you're in a severe thunderstorm warning, especially if it says that half dollar sized hail or baseball sized hail is within that thunderstorm, I'd highly recommend putting your cars into garages, bringing in your pets so that they don't get pelted by hail. Just bring everything inside and get to cover. Right, that's my greatest recommendation. Um, and then we'll go into the wind risk right here. We also have a 30% chance for wind as well. That is for places like Nashville into Memphis, to places like Jonesboro, to northern parts of Mississippi and Alabama. We also have our 15% chance that extends all the way throughout the slight risk that I mentioned before. You also have your 5% that extends all the way in the marginal risk. So if you live in these areas, you have a 5%, 15%, or 30%. You have that probability of you seeing damaging wind gusts up to 58 miles per hour or greater within 5 miles of a. But I will say this, it's a little hard to see. I agree with this. You have your hatched risk right here. Your hatched risk is inside the red 30%. You do see those black dotted lines there. So that indicates that you can also see gusty winds in upwards of 74 miles per hour or greater. So 10% chance of or higher of you seeing wind gusts in upwards of 74 miles per hour or greater, which is very damaging. That could easily topple trees, easily cause wind damage to sides of homes. So that is one thing that people do not want to be a part of, especially semi-truck drivers. That could easily topple semi-truck. Something that you guys want to continue to keep in mind, that if you are in a severe thunderstorm warning, you need to take your proper precautions when you're. And then last but not least, your tornado risk. Large 2% spans across most of the marginal risk. Your 5% extends within the marginal parts of the slight risk. So your 5% chance for tornadoes is within the Texarkana region, all the way to Shreveport, Monroe, north of Jackson, more or less into Tupelo, north just to the north of Huntsville, all the way over into Nashville. In that, I can't tell. No, Nashville's in the percent, so not exactly, but it's just to the west or just to the east of Nashville, all the way up into Kentucky to the Ohio River Valley areas. And then your 10% extends into places like Memphis, Nashville, Little Rock, Clarksville, Murfreesboro, places like Jonesboro. So if you live in those areas, you need to go ahead and have a plan in place just in case if you are in a tornado warning. Get underground or get in the lowest innermost part of your building, particularly a bathroom or a closet with no windows. Put as many walls between yourself and the tornadic rotation or tornado as possible. That is my advice for you, and I would advise that you have an idea as to where that is prior to there being a tornado. Then let's get into tomorrow. Tomorrow is the event that I'm going to be chasing, and it may not look all too good right now on paper, because it's just one giant slight risk. But believe me, this might actually go enhanced. Whether it's for wind or whether it's for tornadoes, we'll have to see. But this is something that I am watching very closely, and regardless, I'm chasing, because this would be a type of event that I would live stream too. So this is just something to keep in mind. There's a giant slight risk for the majority of the Mid-Atlantic, all the way down into the Appalachians, Delaware, Maryland, or Southern Maryland, into the eastern panhandle of West Virginia, like Jefferson County, down into eastern and southern parts of West Virginia, as I said, into the Appalachians, into northern Georgia, all the way over into the northern parts of South Carolina, like heading into the Charlotte areas of North Carolina, Raleigh, excluding Wilmington again, excluding Myrtle Beach, going all the way to Norfolk and Virginia Beach. So, you live in that slight risk, you guys have a 2 out of 5 chance, or on the scale of severe weather, I should say, you guys are getting 2 out of 5, so it's on the lower end, but it's still going to be a good chance for severe within your areas. Let's take a look real quickly. We have our 5% chance for hail, so not really that large chance for hail. You have your 15% chance for wind across the board with your hatch risk. So that in itself, not only are you could possibly see 58 mile per hour winds within a 25-mile radius, but you could also see increased chance for winds over 74 miles per hour within a 25-mile radius within the black circles. That's something to keep in mind as well. And then this is the main reason I'm chasing. It's because of the tornado risk right here. 5% chance for tornadoes into eastern panhandle of West Virginia, southern parts of Maryland, including D.C., Delaware, all the way down into southern Virginia and North Carolina, heading into central North Carolina. That's something to keep. I might do a video tomorrow. Well, I'm going to do a video 100%. But I might do a live stream like tonight or something like that after the severe weather event when I get back home, because I'm going to be back home. Kind of tough to time so whether or not I can live stream the events down Tennessee, but I guess we'll have to see what. All right, let's take a look at the models and time this all out for. Alrighty, here we are. So this is Saturday morning, obviously, because there's already some scattered thunderstorms that are pushing through Tennessee right now. There's actually a couple of thunderstorm warnings near Nashville. One actually is already starting to rotate. Not all too well defined, but it's still rotating, and something to keep well that it's early in the morning, not even when the is ready, there's already a storm that's trying to rotate. So. But heading into the morning, into the noon hours here, you're seeing a lot of thunderstorms across portions of Tennessee. There's also some extra thunderstorms that are forming right near the Mississippi River along the Arkansas and Mississippi. So more thunderstorms will develop in that general vicinity. By 3 o'clock, this is when thunderstorms, in my opinion, will really start to kick up a notch. You can see that there's a plethora amount of thunderstorms right near the Memphis area, even east of Memphis, all the way over into like Nashville, Cookeville, all the way to Knoxville, as well as some other thunderstorms that are heading off just to the south of Little Rock. So a lot of initiation across the board is really starting to kick up a notch. See, there's a lot of discrete cells that are going to be forming. So by 7 o'clock, it's not even over yet. Within the same areas that I mentioned before, you're still getting thunderstorms. So easily could be a massive flooding risk as well within areas. But you still have the chance for supercells to develop and possibly could be tornadic across the board. So that's really something to keep in mind as well. Then you'll still have those storms that'll continue to kick up a notch all the way throughout the evening before it turns a bit more of a quasi-linear convective system, or a QLCS, heading into the midnight hours. As a matter of fact, right around midnight is when it actually starts to become a bit more a QLCS, or a line segment. So that's something to keep in mind there. And that Mississippi, like northern Mississippi, will start to get that gusty winds, that line, right around after midnight. And then Alabama will start getting those gusty winds at around 5 o'clock in the morning, specifically in Alabama. And then Birmingham will start to get it at around 8 or 9 o'clock. Take a look at the conditions here real quickly of these storms. Then we'll move on to tomorrow. Please don't up. I don't. All right. Significant tornado parameter 0Z 7 o'clock. Photograph looks nice, so that's not bad. This just shows you the spin in the atmosphere. So because it's turning off to the right, if we were to continue draw it going towards the right, this red line right here. Don't look at the green, yellow, or the look at the red line. The fact that it turns off to the right, and if you were to continue to draw a red line, it would roll back around. That would form a circle, which means that it's creating spin in the atmosphere. That autograph is good. That checks off. Critical angle lacks a bit desired. Cape is actually pretty good. This is around 2,600 per kilogram, which you would want around 2,000 in order to consider things. Consider thunderstorms or supercells and stuff like that, or at least strong ones, I should say. Strong ones is what you'd consider. It's forecast to be 3,090. That's insane as well, especially for it being this late in the evening. Your helicity is 338 at the effective inflow. That is not bad at all, actually. That's over 200. 200's when you would start considering strong. So really something to keep in mind with all of that. Your dew point is at 69. You need at least 60 in order to consider supercells as well. So it's around 70. That's pretty good. That's really good, actually. Lapse rates are also pretty good, at least 6.5 to 7 in order to consider these. So your updraft, this is what it looks like, looks for with lapse rates, I should say. This is not bad lapse rate. I know I just zoomed through this. I don't really have a whole lot of time here to explain what this is. But if you do want to know what this all means, go back into my previous videos and start from the middle. Go towards the end, I explain it. I oversimplify it, but make it easy to understand. So, that might actually be... Speaking of video ideas, as we head towards Sunday, I do have a... oh, good. Stop it. No. I do have a plan in place for a new video idea. It's a project that I've always wanted to do. It's about the weather, obviously, but I think you guys are going to enjoy it, honestly. I like it. I enjoy creating this video. It'll be edited. It'll be all sorts of stuff. It'll be informational. I hope it'll be comedic. I hope I'm just not, speaking into the microphone and making everyone cringe. But, I actually enjoy the making this video. Hey, Nathan, what's different from when you make these videos? Just shut up. Don't say my videos are cringe. It may just be about the weather, but don't do me like that. Anyways. So Sunday morning, that's when these thunderstorms can really start to push through places like Georgia, South Carolina, into North Carolina. Then they start to dissipate at around 3 o'clock, and then around 4 o'clock is when more thunderstorms start to initiate in central Virginia, and as well as Maryland and Pennsylvania. This is more of a QLCS, except for down in the Virginia, where it's a bit more discreet. And so, as that continues to move on through into the 8 o'clock hours, these thunderstorms kind of push off through past New Jersey into the Long Island areas, as well as Massachusetts, Connecticut, to the vicinity. Still near Delaware, so people over there, that in mind. Dude, I'm right at the end. Just calm down. Just don't yell at me. Calm down. I said calm down. Anyways, that's when it's starting to head into... Dude, I'm almost done. Give me 2 seconds. Anyways, Norfolk could be very well impacted with within the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock hours. Raleigh, that same vicinity, but then storms start to falter, and then so. But This is the reason why I wanted to. It looks pretty. Some stuff down here. Most likely could long one. I guess we'll have to see. But yeah, conditions look pretty good for the most part. This lead looks alright. There's enough capping. Might be a little. I guess we'll have to figure out where chase. Now, for now, looking alright. Have to see what. That's gonna be it for me. If you guys did, be sure to like, share this with friends and family. Subscribe if you're on notifications. You don't have open mics like that. I try to stray. Otherwise, that's gonna be. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next.